The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
As Jesus walked by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Immediately they left their nets and followed him. And going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, in the boat with Zebedee their father, mending their nets, and he called them. Immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Dear sisters, let us thank the Lord for the gift of our occasion to be Christians, and in your case, occasion to be consecrated persons through the profession of the evangelical counsels in the form of public vows. Paul, writing to the Galatians, says that God the Father set him apart already when he was conceived in his mother's womb. And then Jesus, talking to the apostles during the Last Supper, says, "You did not choose me, I chose you." And then we read in the Gospel of Luke, 6th chapter, Jesus spent the whole night in prayer before choosing the 12 apostles. Whether the Father setting us apart in our mother's womb, or the Son taking initiative and then choosing us, or the Father and Son dialoguing together and then choosing us, one thing is certain: our occasion is from above. Jesus tells two groups of brothers. First, Peter and Andrew, and then James and John. Only two words, "Follow me." And what is their response? Twice the Gospel of today tells us immediately they left their nets and followed him. They left the boat and the Father and followed him. No half-hearted surrender, leaving everything and then following the Lord. Let us follow the Lord, leaving all that hinders us from following him. And Andrew is especially mentioned in the other passages as someone who always introduces others, but in spite of that doesn't claim a special place. For example, he is the one who introduced, according to John's Gospel, introduced his brother Simon to Jesus. According to John's vocation narrative given in the first chapter, it was first John and Andrew who followed Jesus after listening to John the Baptist. Jesus said, "Come and see," and they went and stayed with him. After experiencing him as the Savior, Andrew comes and tells his brother, "We have found the Messiah," and then brings Peter to Jesus. And then we know that he was the one who told Jesus when he wanted to feed the people in the desert, "Here is a lad with 5 loaves and 2 fish," and brings the boy to Jesus. But for this introduction, the miracle would not have taken place, maybe. And then in John's Gospel, once again we see Andrew brings together with Philip the Greeks to Jesus who wanted to see him. So always introducing others to Jesus. Our whole occasion is introducing others to Jesus. Introducing the beneficiaries of your ministry in the school and elsewhere introduce others. How many people have been brought to Jesus by you? We know that during important and special moments, Jesus left out Andrew, though all the four were the first disciples. Peter is there, James and John are there, Andrew is not mentioned. But still, he is one of the first four disciples. Andrew knows to take the second place. Andrew knows to work behind the screen without taking credit. Andrew knows to follow the Lord immediately, leaving everything else. Andrew knows to shed his blood in witness to the Savior. May we be inspired by his example and ask for his intercession in imitating him wholeheartedly and in following the Lord with total surrender. Amen.